Okay, so we're recording now. I forgot to start the recording, but we'll go over the questions and
Yeah,
double check it.
I'm what answers we chose.
Okay. We choose alpha to be a small number, so the probability of committing a type 1 error is low. The most common value for alpha is alpha equals 0.05. This is equal to 1 over 20. So when the null hypothesis is true, there's a 1 in 20 chance that it will be rejected at the 0.05 level of significance. Other common choices for alpha include alpha equals 0.1 and alpha equals 0.01. So 1 out of 20 chance of making a type 1 error.
So yeah, so then if it's 1 in 20, then it is 0.05. No.
Yeah.
Is that the right answer?
I guess so. It might just be a trick question.
Yeah,
It says compute, but
like, what's the mean of the samples?
right. Ask that like 5 times.
I know. I was like, hey, I learned this in the quiz. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through all of our answers once more. So starting at number 3, we decided that it was which hypothesis involved equality. We did the null hypothesis. Number 2 was remember that the p-value, well, so it gave the information and it was asking about the p-value when computing the p-value, which hypothesis we assume to be true, null hypothesis.
Yep.
Number 5, suppose the null hypothesis is mu is equal to 10, and then we use this information. We did stuff about the two-tailed test, which is not equal to,
Mm-hmm.
and then the left-tailed test is mu is less than 10. The right-tailed test is mu is greater than 10.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about the next one. By comparing the p-value to low significance or alpha, what relationship would result in failing to reject the null hypothesis? So we did p-value is greater than a. And then, well, the first one was not rejecting or failing to reject. The second one is actually rejecting. For question 9 is p-value is lesser than alpha.
And insurance stuff. So with question 10, which of the following would be an appropriate alternate hypothesis? The average claim is greater than 1,500. And of course, which of the following would be appropriate null hypothesis? The average claim is equal to 1,500. Question 12. The insurance company assumes the distribution of sample means is normal. Is this a good assumption? It's a good assumption because the sample size is large. What theorem or law justifies your answer to the previous question? Is the central limit theorem. And which of the following is the test statistic, and that's z or z-score. And 15, we have a new bit of information. And for the information they provided, what is the z-score associated with this test? We got negative 0.9, and the p-value was 0.184, and it failed to reject the null hypothesis. And our conclusion was that we have insufficient evidence that the true population mean is less than 150. And then we got to 19, 20, and 21, which are about type 1 and 2 errors. So which one involves rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true? It's a type 1 error. Then we had a researcher decided that instead of using level significance of alpha equals 0.05, he will use alpha equals 0.01, which the following will be true. And we said the probability of a type 1 error will increase. How? I'm not sure. Because of the reason. The reading says, let me find it, that we choose A to be a small number, so the probability of committing a type 1 error is low. The most common value for A is 0.05. This equals 1 out of 20. So when the null hypothesis is true, there is a 1 in 20 chance that it will be rejected at the 0.05 level of significance. So if we had 0.01, it would be a 1 out of 100 chance, which would be less likely, right?
Yeah.
So the probability of a type 1 error didn't increase, it decreased. So I think the answer is the probability of a type 2 error will increase because we're decreasing the probability of a type 1 error. We're decreasing the probability of type 1 error, so we're increasing the probability of type 2 error.
What about the third option? The probability that the null hypothesis is true will decrease. Is that? So type 1 error decreases. Yeah, no, because this really doesn't have anything to do with the probability of it being true or not decreasing. It's just the type error, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it probably is that second one. Are you ready to submit?
Yep. Let's see what we got wrong.
Every day. Oh, we got them all right.
Look at that.
Nice.
All right. Sweet.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Perfect.
All right. Well, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you for meeting.
Yeah. Thanks.
Post this.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it, and hopefully next week we'll be able to see what's up with Dimitri and go from there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. You too.